Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you to my colleague and friend, Senator Carolyn Comita, for introducing this resolution recognizing October as National Protect Your Hearing Month in Pennsylvania. Mr. President, last month, my team met with Yadaraj from Three Tiny Bones, and we were not just impressed with his knowledge of this subject matter, but also just his persistence and dedication to the issue, and for a young group of students to start a nonprofit and have this kind of drive for policy. It was incredibly impressive. During the meeting, Yadaraj advocated for legislative proposals that would promote hearing health education in our schools and also to meet the rising demand for American Sign Language education. We were really impressed with his proposals and have since circulated 2 co-sponsorship memos that a number of my Senate Democratic colleagues have signed on to support. The first bill would ensure all students in Pennsylvania's K-12 schools receive grade-level appropriate instruction about the importance of hearing health and strategies that can be used to prevent hearing loss. When taking proper precautions such as reducing the volume level and using earplugs, hearing loss is preventable. However, a true lack of understanding exists related to both the risk of permanent hearing loss and the measures individuals and organizations can take to mitigate this risk. As part of a 3-pronged strategy to promote hearing health in schools, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends implementing hearing loss prevention education. The second bill that we introduced would establish grant programs to provide funding to Pennsylvania post-secondary schools to offer teacher certification programs for American Sign Language and for K-12 schools to offer ASL instructions to students. The National Institute on Deafness and Other Communication Disorders considers ASL a completely separate and distinct language from English, and the Pennsylvania Public School Code currently recognizes ASL as a subject that students may take to satisfy their foreign language requirement. Only one institution, Wilson College in Chambersburg, currently offers a teacher certification program for ASL, and that program only began this year. The grant programs established by this legislation will provide the necessary funding to encourage Pennsylvania colleges and universities to offer ASL teacher certification programs and for K-12 schools to offer ASL instruction to their students. We're currently working on language for both of these bills and will be introducing them in the very near future. Thank you again to Yadaraj and his volunteers at Three Tiny Bones for the great advocacy work that they do, and I know you will continue to make this world a better place with all of your efforts as you've reinvigorated certainly my staff and restored our faith in humanity with all of your efforts, knowing that there's so many brilliant minds working for solutions to problems facing so many. Thank you so much, and I also want to give him a warm Senate welcome to Yadaraj.